So we are talking about tech communities in the Philippines and all around the globe. So ano ba muna yung mga iba't ibang tech community fields, like yung mga types ng community dito sa Philippines?
Pinaka-basic community sa lahat ng communities. Ako lang nag-coin ng term na to. At natawag ko siyang self-community kasi ito yung parang default community mo. Ito yung mga peers mo, ito yung mga sets of friends mo na kakasalamuha everyday. Ito yung mga yung family members mo na nakikipag-usap araw-araw. Bakit siya importante in terms of community? Kasi nagre-reflect din siya sa kung ano yung iaano mo sa iba pang communities outside. So, ito yung parang dito ka na nagsimula, dito ka lumaki. And ito yung para kung ano yung ano sa family mo, yun din yung may impart mong values outside, whether it's a school or whether it's for other communities na i-join mo. Community is school organization communities. Ang first organization ko is actually AlgoFilipino. So, I never had an opportunity to join a school or community. So I have to make my own community, and then because of that community that I built, it turned out to be a community that will put me to the rest of communities. Unang talagang ginoin ko is yung site. Nag-join lang ako as publicity committee. Ito yung nag-ano lang kami ng posts and stuff. So, pero I never had the time because at that time, I was really low. I was depressed at that time. Hindi ako nakapag-provide na much output. And then I joined CNAG after that. So, kasi I really like the leadership of Ate Pat. The way leads. So, gusto ko maging part ng ano niya and yung energy talaga niya as a person and yung passion niya rin sa tao. So, yun. Naman is what I call non-profit communities or communities that para siyang companies pero not necessarily for profit or hindi siya kumikita. Kumikita siya pero for that per specific cause. The thing about companies is that they have communities on their own. It's a way of putting these sorts of employees para they stay engaged to that company or they stay for that company for a long term. So hindi lang sila parang, okay, work ako dito, 9 to 5, and then, shut down na yung computer, that's it. No, it doesn't work that way. It also helps them to enable to really work together as a group in terms of getting projects done. It also motivates them to do more activities inside. So hindi ka lang kumikita actually. You enable to share your knowledge. You're able to have friendships as well. Not only for the same position that you have, but din sa mga senior engineers, and then pwede rin sa mga managers or executive, even the CEO, get networks, you get outside opportunities, you even got projects for freelancing of yours, you even have a personal branding kapag ginagawa ng Atacha and ni Darla. So, very proud of them, to be honest. Pero yun nga, when a company has its own community, it's a different story. So we live in the modern society, which is a company that is community driven. What makes them running, what makes them not passive, kumbaga. So another set of communities is what I call network communities. So ito yung communities with a specific technology na prior to internet. So ito yung mga IoT, Internet of Things, mga about CCNA. So meron din po sa IT na tinawag na Cisco. So kung hindi nyo alam Cisco, wag nyo nang alamin na iiyak lang kayo sa addressing. Lalo na ayoko talaga pag-configure sa addressing. They talk about IT certifications, they talk about different qualifications in the IT industry. Meron din tatawag na other tech communities or like design communities. Ito yung papasok sa ni Ate Pat, which is design communities. So meron international community na tatawag na design bodies. So if you don't know design bodies, it also came from a founder who is very young. So mga ka-age ko lang nung pinawag niya rin yung organization niya. started really from, studying biology. So imagine that, yung nag-start pa ng community is not coming from an information or computer science background. So the thing about communities, especially in tech, hindi siya necessarily required na kailangan mo maging tech person or kailangan mo maging tech savvy or kailangan marunong ka sa washing machine, Arduino, sa troubleshooting. It can come from anyone who has eagerness and courage to really put himself or herself out there. Pero sa Philippines, meron tayo tatawag na UXPH. So, iba po yung user interface, user experience. So, counting lang. So, pag sinabing user interface, ito yung mga elements na makikita mo sa particular website or particular mobile application. Yung kunwari yung mga buttons, yung mga pictures, yung mga text. Pero pag sinabing user experience, ito na yung parang how does these elements come together as one and how does the user experience it. Kumbaga, yung text mo masyadong maliit or yung color mo is not suited for colorblind people. Yun, gusto ko lang din, yung game development community, ginawa ni Charles na UST Minecraft. So, ito talaga yung hello, Charles. It has to have a perfect timing kasi. So, unbelievable talaga yung ginawa ni Charles. Kudos din. And meron pang isa, yung Tomasian Gaming Society na it's an organization for game development. So, marami kasing nagkakaroon misconception pag sinabing game development, laro tayo Dota, laro tayo CSGO. There is this what we call game design, where you design what types of game are you doing, what kind of documentations are needed for the game. There is also what types of functionalities yung magkakaroon dun sa game. So, hindi nyo alam na kayo, naglalaro lang kayo, pero yung mga gumawa niyan, grabe ang pagod ng mga yan. Kaka-update ng version, kaka-update ng items, kaka-update ng mga systems sa game. Meron din communities na tinatawag na they will talk about, let's say, quality assurance or systems development. Ito naman yung parang communities na they just do webinars and conferences for that. So, meron din communities na tinatawag na AI or machine learning. The thing about AI is, we're not there yet. AI is, in a more realistic thing, is just about putting algorithms and software patterns to have sorts of many data. Kasi back then, hindi pa ganun yung karaming data, pero because of the 20 years from 2000 to 2020, marami na nag-gather na data. That's why meron na tayong mga biometrics technology. Comes from artificial intelligence, yung pagboto nyo, o bumoto na kayo kung hindi pa kayo nagre-register. So, it's not the same AI and data science. Data science requires a lot of math, requires a lot of statistics. Kunwari, naglalaro kayo ng basketball, may marami kayong makikitang stats, percentage, ito, 3-point shot or 2-point shot. Yung may nakikita nyo ganon, usually, mga data scientists gumagawa nun and mga statistician. So, meron pang other tech communities na sobrang dami na hindi ko na kaya pa. So, yun lang muna for now.
So, ayun, nakita niyo naman guys, super dami and super broad ng mga tech communities. And I hope na siguro by now, interested na kayo mag-join ng mga tech communities. And sooner or later, malay mo kayo naman yung maging isang founder or magtayo ng isang tech community, di ba? So, Jherlet, as a founder ng AlgoFilipino, meron ka bang mga advice na mabibigay or mga steps on how to start your own tech community?
Yun. So, ito yung pointers ko na nilagay. Inano ko talaga to para sa pangalan ni Ate Patricia. Para when you heard of how to start your own tech community, you remember of Ate Pat. So,
wow, thank you.
Una is perseverance. Starting a tech community is a very, very hard thing to do. Especially if you're not in a privilege of having a lot of money or an extroverted have a lot of friends type of person. Kung ikaw ay mahiyain, kung ikaw ay nabubuli sa school, kung ikaw ay yung tipong tao na hindi pa ganun ka-socialize, or ikaw yung tao na disabled, or maraming nakikitang problems sa sarili mo, pero it's not a hindrance, it's just that it's your default kind of thing. Ito yung mga parang mag-aano sa'yo na you people will, look at you, and although it's unfair na ganun yung status ng society, but you have to persevere all of the challenges, all of the negative things, all of the feedbacks and criticisms na iaano sa'yo. You have to be strong and to persevere, because this perseverance, when you persevere on something, so it really needs a constant motivation and a perseverance to uphold all those challenges. Pangalawa is alignment of goals. So, ito importante ito kasi, remember 2012, kung naalala nyo, si Mark Zuckerberg, ito nagsistart pala yung Facebook, is about connecting people. Maraming tao sabi, ooh, very cool. And then, all of a sudden, 2018, puno na ng ads yung Facebook mo, puno na ng other stuff. Hindi na about connecting people, it's more of business na. So, it will, yun nga, sabi ni Ate Pat, change is inevitable, but make sure you adapt in a certain way na hindi siya parang mag-shift into, like, pag ganun na, pa ibang route na siya, parang nagiging for profitability na siya, or for parang ginagawa mo na lang siyang benefactory na kasi parang ito sa status ko, or parang kulto pag to sa community ko as a founder. Merong kasabihan na tatawag na take care of your people and people will take care of you. When you have trust in those people that you are working with, it will over time, it will also be beneficial not only for you but for them. And in this trust, you will be able to persevere. When they see your community as a self-thriving community, they will also start to invest actually in your community. Importante to, rest. Ano mangyayari kapag you just go and go? You just keep going and going. Gawa ka dito, gawa ka doon. Then all of a sudden, naubusan ka na ng kape, naubusan ka ng energy drink, then boom, bangag ka na. Then next thing you know, bukas na yung deadline ng exam nyo, bukas na deadline ng projects nyo, and then, it's just, your mind just starts to explode. So, one thing you do is to rest. So, and the thing about rest is that you have to also commit to rest. Kasi a lot of people want to rest, pero they still lingers that, sayang to opportunity na to, sayang to. So you have to reject those opportunities. Not necessarily that you don't want them, but because you just want a rest in you. Gusto mo lang siya magpahinga. Kasi at the end of the day, if you're gonna apply to an opportunity into an organization without you resting, I mean, what impact will you do in that organization? You will not have an impact onto that. Magiging passive ka, lagi kang bangag, lagi kang wala sa shape. So, you will not be able to contribute as well. Ayun nga, sabi ni Ate Pat, si Ate Pat kasi masakitin din siya. Maraming din siyang So, pag pinilit mo siya na to, hindi rin niya mabibigay yung full 100%. So, you have to really take care of precaution of yourself as well. So, yun. Ano pa isa? Inspiration. Hindi ito yung jowa na inspiration. Pag sinabi ko inspiration, ito yung advocacy na nag-aano sa org nyo on what is the mission and the vision of the org that makes it inspiring. When it puts an inspiration of those things, lahat kayo parang ng mga members ng org, lahat ng mga communities outside or inside ng org is magiging self-thriving and magkakaroon ng collaboration between them. Coordination, yun. As dun nga sa basic principles, you need to cooperate. So, when you cooperate, you're able to collaborate. And that cooperate, meron silang parang system where each other coordinates each other. So alam nila yung gagawin nila, alam mo din yung gagawin mo, pero it doesn't have to be fixed. Put extra effort as well in everything that you do, and you should do it doing best. So the best example of this is Darla. I mean, she's doing everything that she does on whatever she does best. And I mean, that woman, is amazing on what she does. Sinabing interest or being able to being creative in terms of the times. So in example, when there is social issues right now that is ongoing, you will see these organizations not only from outside the school, outside the university, but also inside the school. So you will see them that they are trying to also make you remember how to register to vote and other social issues that is coming up from our nation. Mare, yung time ni Aidelin Diaz, lahat may kita mo na companies puro barbell yung pinopost nila. So the thing is, when you adapt, you'll be able to get engagement from people, and you will be able to market your organization in a way that you will also put people to participate in you, and you get also like a collaboration from others. So importante yun kasi it what keeps your organization moving. Last one is A. So affiliation with other communities. If your community is just doing your own communities, it's already doing the Patres C, and then you do the A1. So when you do all of that pero hindi ka nag-affiliate sa other communities, so what ends up happening is that hindi may hirapan kang i-market siya. Mahirapan ding i-discover ng tao kung ano ba yung organization mo. Mahirapan din makakuha ka ng iba pang ideas. Nung katulad ng interest for bold and creativity ideas, mahirapan ka din hanap ng guest speakers and other sets of possible events or possible activities na pwede mong ma-impart sa sarili mong organization kasi closed ka. So be open-minded to also that. Be open for other communities that also has a common interest within your community. The thing about communities is that you always try to do your best in things na hindi mo ma-expect. Kasi hindi ko rin in-expect na magiging founder ako. And hindi ko rin in-expect na mamimit ko sila, Darla, and maraming tao. Hindi ko rin in-expect na makikilala ko ng ibang companies na dahil sa AlgoFilipino. You have to do it now or you will never do it talaga.
So ayun, Jherlet, thank you very much. Pero before tayo mag-end, lahat ng dumadaan sa PATanong series na to, PATanong episode, is nagkakaroon ng, alam mo na, fast talk. So ito, konting questions lang. Personal and then medyo may side na pagka-technical din. So, ready ka na ba?
Ready na!
Yan. So, yung first question ko is, for you, what is the best tech community?
So, of course, magiging bias ako sabihin ko AlgoFilipino because it was the one that come from my heart. It was my passion as well. And it was the one who really give me these all sorts of experiences, knowledge, and everything.
Join AlgoFilipino, guys. Join site, join Sinag, join tech communities. Lahat. Join IEEE din. So, next question. What is your favorite IDE?
So far is Visual Studio Code.
So, speaking of IDE, ano naman yung favorite programming language mo?
Python. In terms of its readability and access. Although,
Next question. Ito madadali lang to. Sleeping or coding? Which one ang gusto mo?
sleeping, of course.
Oh! Next naman, gusto mo ba ng code ng inuumaga or code ng ginagabi?
Code na ginagabi kasi mas ng mind ko yung nare-retentive yung memory ko pagdating sa mind.
So, next question. Ito, medyo personal. What is your dream job?
My dream job is to be a computational biologist or a major in bioinformatics.
Next question is describe technology in one word. for you?
So, yun nga, technology is diverse. So, hindi lang siya
Yeah,
nag-aano sa one path, two paths, hindi lang siya three paths, marami siyang paths.
Okay, so next question, second to the last. Ito, fill in the blank. So, without technology, the world would be blank.
So, without technology, the world will be much more peaceful. Although technology really helped people, but it also destroyed a lot of things in terms of bumilis yung deforestation, pag-aano ng mining, nagkaroon ng mga e-waste and stuff. When everything back then was natural, everything was just natural in a way na there's no technology. Pero much more longer life expectancy, and the thing is everyone was really learning what they're doing. Because for me, I learned from reading books more than ebooks. Like, you will be able to learn more writing in the chalkboard, writing in the paper, than typing it on the Microsoft Word or Excel. There's a lot of classic techniques that you will be able to retentive your memory more and better than this more automatic tech. Kasi
For the last question, ito na. Describe Jherlet in one word.
the thing is, when I say vulnerable, is that I'm that person who is sometimes gets emotional. I get sometimes having breakdowns when hindi ko na talaga kaya as a founder, as a student, and then ano pa ng org, and then mag-collaborate ka pa, and then doing a lot of stuff. So, I'm vulnerable to a lot of things. And yun nga, tao lang din tayo na we get emotional, we get depressed, we get anxious, and we just move on, and then we get better through time. Yun.
Ayun. So, thank you, Jherlet. Thank you sa opportunity. Thank you din sa pag-share ng knowledge. Alam mo ba, first time ko marinig na salita ka talaga. Like, pwede kang mag-speech. I mean, pwede kang mag-seminar, pwede kang maging guest sa webinar.
Join AlgoFilipino and then join other tech communities, and also collaborate with Ate Pat if you have something to share. Collaborate with Ate Asha, collaborate with Ate not Ate Darla lang. So, and then other content creators in the Philippines. Kasi kulang pa tayo. Kulang pa. So, I hope that marami pang tao magiging founders. Hindi lang ako sa UST, hindi lang sa UST, kundi sa ibang schools din. I hope that they have the courage, and what more time to wait for than right now. Do it right now. Also join this community.
So, ayun. Thank you, guys. I hope na na-inspire kayo na mag-join ng tech communities at saka mag-discover pa ng kung ano-anong organizations. So, that's it for today, guys. And don't forget to vote wisely this coming election. So, ayun. Thank you din. Thank you for watching. Nalagay ko din links down below ng mga AlgoFilipino and other tech communities. And if you know some, mag-comment down kayo. So, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Bye!